Hey guys, welcome to the Canadian Shooters channel. I got a chance to shoot an AK-47 a while back, and I want to share that experience with you guys. As a Canadian, it's not that easy to get your hands on, AK-47. You have to befriend somebody with a prohibited license, or go down to the States. Those are pretty much your only two options as a Canadian to shoot a AK-47. So I went down to the States. I got my hands on an AK-47, full 30-round mag, and today I want to share my opinions about that rifle with you. Let's load her up and first time fire the AK-47. Too bad we can't fire these in Canada. Alright, first shot. The trigger on this is actually pretty nice. It's not heavy at all. It's a nice trigger. So the first thing I noticed with the AK-47 was the trigger. It was, really nice, crisp, not too heavy. But obviously, there's so many different companies that make AKs that it depends on what company it was. But the one I was shooting was actually a really nice, crisp trigger. The second thing I noticed right away was the sights. The rear sight with that little slit in the back just wasn't. It wasn't big enough. It wasn't wide enough or big enough for me to be able to catch the front post very easily. Yeah, the sights aren't easy to pick up on. Yeah, I'm shooting low. Like I'm aiming high. It looks like I'm aiming high, but it's shooting low. So I gotta adjust my point of aim a little higher. So it took a bit of getting used to the sights. Obviously on AK-47, the front post is about 2 inches above the barrel, so you also have to compensate for that. You're basically going to be shooting lower than where you're actually aiming. But overall, I thought it was a great rifle. I found that it kicks a lot. I'm used to shooting an SKS, and it's the same round. It's the same, 7.62 by 39. And I find that my SKS doesn't kick as much. I think maybe it's because the AK-47 had a shorter barrel. It kind of didn't have that weight in the front of the rifle. Maybe that's why I just felt like it kicked a lot more. The stock itself was actually really comfortable. I found that the stock, the cheek well, allowed me to get my cheek down on the rifle, nice and comfortable. So I know there's many people that love the AK-47. Obviously, it is the most reliable rifle in the world, and you got to give it credit for that. Personally, I don't know if that would be my rifle of choice. Obviously, even if I could, I can't really choose it here in Canada, so it's not an option right now. That's why I believe that Canadians are more likely to choose something else, a different type of rifle for their go-to rifle that they they take to the range and shoot all the time, and just deck out with all the gear, all the little accessories that they can. My personal choice, if I had the funds, which I don't right now, would be a Tavor. In Canada here, Tavor is still non-restricted, so I believe that's a really good choice for Canadians. Obviously, the AR-15, it's restricted here in Canada because it's an evil black rifle. But we're working on actually, trying to get that changed, the classification of the AR-15 changed here in Canada. And even though I don't own an AR, I'm not really an AR fanboy. Maybe it could be that I'm not a fanboy yet because I haven't shot one. I do appreciate, the modular system that that's developed on them. But like I said, Tavor, non-restricted, you could take it out to the bush, you could just, you know, have fun with it, even though it's, you know, extremely expensive. But there are actually AR-15s that run, you know, a good amount of money, like $2,000, over $2,000. So that's coming into close to the price range of a Tavor. So those are, you know, rifles that I think are more popular in Canada than AK-47. So I don't even know if there's any collectors here in Canada. You know, I'm pretty sure there has to be collectors here in Canada that have AK-47s. But like I was saying, you know, I had a good experience with it. Got some, you know, footage of us shooting it, and it was a fun time. Would I want to go shoot that same AK-47 next time I go down there to the range? Probably not. I'd probably want to experience, you know, other rifles, just to, you know, just have an opinion about other rifles, and, you know, just experience a variety of different firearms. If, you know, if I had it, if a buddy of mine had it, yeah, I'd be shooting it all the time. But for now, I have to, you know, stick to the SKS. That's, you know, a non-restricted rifle that's very similar to the AK-47. You know, same rounds, same piston blowback system and stuff like that. You know, obviously the AK-47 is next generation, so, you know, more mature, more developed rifle over the SKS. So guys, if you want to see me, you know, go out and find other prohibited rifles and other, you know, firearms that you can't shoot here in Canada, you know, like, subscribe, let me know you guys are watching these videos and are enjoying them. You can follow us on Facebook at Canadian Shooterist. You know, check us out on Twitter, and you know, try to find us on other social media out there. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.